Hey there guys, and welcome back to Railway Operation Simulator. As promised, I've finished the timetable between episodes, so this is in an operational state now. Operational, I don't really know what word I'm looking for. So yeah, the only thing left before I can upload it to the website is to test it. At the point this video goes out, the aim is for me to have finished testing it and it to have been uploaded on the website maybe that day, sometime around then. That will be the hope, if everything goes according to plan. If so, I will leave a link to it in the description. So, first things first, I have to load the timetable. I already have it selected, although it's only showing you half the name. There we go. Romsey and Salisbury. And then mode, operate railway. And the first thing to click is this button up the top here, preset automatic routes. That sets all the routes that you never need to play with and change, so you don't have to worry about them. Second job is to turn on the action panel and then adjust the map so that the action panel doesn't overlap it. You can move the action panel, but I think in this case that is the best place for it. So this will tell you the minutes until each train needs to have something done for it. So 3 Quebec 99 will need an action taken in 37 minutes or it will stop. Next job is to change the time, clock speed. I know at the start we could probably run it pretty fast, so I'm going to put it up to times 16. That will change. Then we want to quickly use the blue routes. So I've selected the blue line in the top left. Quickly make sure there's no other routes I want to set. And now I know that a train comes out of the MOD signs. You can see that by hovering over the continuation. A train starts there. The same with Quidhampton sidings. Obviously we'll need to leave that junction clear. All of that needs to stay clear. You sort of learn this from timetabling it to an extent. I don't need this crossover though, so I can have that route and I can have, I don't think I need that siding, so I can have that route. That helps me a little bit. What you can do, once you've set the extra routes and set up the scenario, is you can save a session. So I can click that button and then I can rename it. And that session can be distributed with the route, so users don't need to worry about setting extra automatic routes. You've done that for them. So when I distribute this, I will distribute a session file with those two routes additionally set. I don't want to save it now because the purpose of testing it is there might be a problem with the timetable and I might need to adjust stuff. So now we switch to the green route, the bottom green route button. This allows me to set routes through multiple signals at once. I'm going to quickly turn on track information, although it's not terribly important for operational reasons, but... And then I think we're ready to begin. And we'd start by pressing the play button, and all the trains appear, and now I'm going to pause it instantly while I work out what's going on. So, freight, in less than 1 minute, will hit a red signal. It needs to go through Salisbury. You can see in the description at the top of that box, it needs to go through Salisbury platform 4. If I left click down here in the actions queue panel, it takes me to that train. If I right click and hold, it shows me its description there. So I know it needs to go through Salisbury platform 4. I can also see it's the first train and the only train for 36 minutes that's going to need anything done, so I could probably route it all the way through Salisbury pretty safely. What you'll note at the moment is I can't set routes while it's paused. You can set routes before you start, but you can't set routes while it's paused while you're playing. So I have to click play, and then I'm just going to set a route there, then into platform 4. So you left click on a signal and then left click on the next signal to set a route. Because I'm using the bottom green one, I can set through multiple signals, so I could go from there to platform 4 immediately without stopping at the intermediate signal. Sometimes you'll want to stop at intermediate signals because, sorry, where's that going? Warminster. Otherwise it will take the wrong route. Another way to prevent that is to left click points before you set routes just to set them the direction you want. It will go through points without changing them if possible, and it will change the last set of points first. So that was a really bad explanation, I'm realising now. If I had a... Right, here we go, here's an example. If I had that set of points switched, and then tried to set a route out of platform 2 over to signal 213, it would go through the loop rather than along the main line. If I had that set, it would go along the main line. So the key is always to try and make the points set the way you want them. I do have to route that train through Warminster, that is correct. And this is what we have it on times 16 speed. The next action is in 15 minutes. Although that's only 1 minute because the game is sped up. I guess I could preemptively work out what the said action is. It's routing it through Warminster, fun. Not a lot then. 5 Oscar 24 needs to go to platform 5 via signal 240, so we'll route it to 240. So you can see from its description that at 4:45 it will depart, 4:47 it will arrive at the signal, then it will change direction, it will leave the signal at 4:51, arrive at Salisbury at 4:53, change direction at 4:54, and form a new service. The important thing to note is the game considers Salisbury as one entity. It doesn't matter what platform I actually put it in. My descriptions have given recommended platform allocations because in theory they work. That's what's on the open data and what is used in real life. But that doesn't mean they're always necessarily correct. I have seen problems where they wouldn't work before. But in theory, the platform allocations provided should always work, so I'm going to try and stick to them, unless I do something wrong. There we go, it's departed. 3 Lima 93 will be moving in a minute. That needs Salisbury platform 4. It can have that easily enough. I'll preemptively route 5 Oscar 24 back into platform 5. Where are you going? You need to go to Exeter. Okay, we can do that. And 3Q99 is getting closer. It wants to go through platform 2. What you'll find is sometimes you'll get those alerts because you misclick and you don't quite click the signal. 5 Lima 95, I just had to quickly route out of the depot without mentioning it because it hadn't realised it was happening. 3Q99 is going to very fast, passing Romsey. So it will come down there, but we'll leave that for a second. What I'm going to do next is slow it down, because as the train's start coming out of the depot it gets very busy. So 5 Lima 95 wants to go to Salisbury platform R. I'm going to switch that point so that it comes straight rather than up and back down. Platform R is this top one, I've decided. I had to sort of play a bit fast and loose with the platform letterings and reception line and everything, but I think I've made it roughly work. Where's that going? Passing Warminster. Cool. You can do that. 1 Lima 12, 5 Lima 95 first, wants to go to Exeter. That's fine. 1 Lima 12 wants Basingstoke. So up here, then up here. Now, Basingstoke is out this way. 5 Romeo 18, which is currently sitting in the reception line, wants to go to signal 217. It can go that far. It can't go any further because this one is 217. It has to wait there for 1 Lima 12 to clear the route. There we go. So basically it's a lot of trying to route stuff in the correct order. Don't set a route too early because you might find you've blocked something else that's turning round. The actions due panel ignores any actions after a change in direction until that change in direction has occurred, which is why trains can suddenly appear very near the top of it with very short times. That freight train needs to come through Warminster. 5 Lima 14 is going, well, I mean, like every train, it's going to the reception line. What I am going to do is route trains into one of the top 2 tracks, because I know one of these splits at the reception. Yeah, here we go, 5 Lima 20 splits in the reception. That one needs to go in the bottom line, because that's the longer track. 5 Romeo 18 wants platform 3. That's fine. 3Q99 wants to exit to Southampton. We can do that. 2 Oscar 01 wants to come through Warminster. And then 5 Lima 14 is going to want to go to signal 217. I'll route it that far for now. So the other thing we'll discuss quickly, I'll open it and then I'll pause the game. There's the performance log. I tend to not play with this open anymore because it's very big and covers up a reasonable amount of the screen. But it tells you every time a train stops, starts, passes anywhere that it's scheduled to. It tells you if it's on time, early, late. So you can see at the moment, most stuff is happening on time and early, which is good. 3Q99 was 21 minutes early to Dean. That's the nature of a freight train's path. It is typically quite early. It passed Salisbury 19 early. There's not a lot I can do about that. It's just some free points. You get a rating at the end, a percentage of how well you did, and early is good, late is bad. Let's say a train passes a signal that's red is very bad. And it's basically impossible to recover from. You want platform 2. That's fine, you can have that. You need to move quickly because 2 Sierra 97 wants to come out and needs that line. A lot of trains seem to turn around at signal 217 when really they could turn around at 215 and be out the way. Don't know why. Guess they just like to be awkward. Are we making a move? 5 Lima 14? Soon, in a minute. Guess we're just waiting for that now. There we go. The route is clear. You can let 2 Sierra 97 out. Right behind it will be 2 Romeo 18, although I'm not sure. You leave at 5:39, you'll leave at 5:43. Okay, so 2 Romeo 18 is the next departure by the looks of it. Coming up here. There's a freight train coming that's about to request a route through platform 2 that it's not going to get. It's going to have to be held. So I can tell that one of the key parts of this route is going to be this throat, this triangle junction, and then the throat into Salisbury. It gets very busy. 5 Lima 16 wants platform 4. 1 Lima 14 wants to depart towards Basingstoke. When do you come through? 5:46. Yeah, that's fine. The scheduling is fine. It comes through 3 minutes after this train's left. It's just running a little early. And for that matter, this section is actually a bit longer than you'd think. This section... Oh, you're going through, are you? Going straight through to 240. And we've got a train down here as well, unexpectedly. I'm going to pause it a second, just to explain. Yes, this section is very short. The track lengths are all 22 metres per tile. Over here it's 165 metres. And that's just because these loops are quite short, but to fit in everything I need, I have to stretch them out. Whereas over here there's not a lot going on. Right, while it's paused, let's take a moment to consider what's going on. 5 Lima 02 wants to come out into the reception, and the freight wants to go through platform 2 to Romsey. and 2 Oscar 01 is coming down as well. Just to add to that, so you want Romsey, you can have that. 2 Sierra 97 wants Chandler's Ford, so I'll just route it up there for now. I don't know if something else is going to come through the single line first, so I don't want to give it the route. 2 Oscar 01 wants platform 3. 5 Lima 16 is going to want platform 2. Okay, so it came out of over here. Yes, I was confused as to why it was coming all the way through to 240, but it's because it came out of these carriage sidings, and it will be joining a train coming up from Exeter, which will be coming through platform 2. It wouldn't make sense to bring the Exeter train all the way over into 4 to join and then back over, and you can't get to 2 from the carriage sidings. So we're taking advantage of no train going to Exeter or Westbury to turn it around and bring it into platform 2 instead. There we go. 1 Foxtrot 01 should be arriving shortly at Warminster, and 1 Lima 16 in from Exeter, which will be joining 5 Lima 16. So that'll be another fun thing to show. So, here's something else that's happening. Over here on the left, we've got a signal flashing. That means there's a train waiting at a red signal. That train turns green. The trains have different colours. We'll probably see most of them today, but not all of them. So, pale green is stopped at a station, pink is 10 seconds till departure, grey is moving, bright green is stuck at a red signal. In this case, there's nothing we can do about that. It's stuck at a red signal behind another train. That's in its schedule, so we can ignore it. There's also purple. That's a train that is at a red signal but can be called on into the platform. We'll have that shortly when 1 Lima 16 comes up. And there's cyan. That's a train has reached a dead end and it wasn't expecting to. I imagine that probably won't happen today, as we don't have a great deal of dead ends. But if I've forgotten to put in a change direction somewhere, it might. We will see. So if we click play, 5 Lima 02 wants to go to signal 217. You can do that. That's fine. 2 Victor 52 wants Salisbury platform 3. You can come this far, but I'm not going to let you go any further than that, especially as there's currently a train in platform 3, although that is about to leave for platform 5. 5 Lima 02 wants platform 4. So, a lot is about to happen. I'm going to pause it and slow it down quickly. I'm going to ×2 speed. So, here we go. 1 Lima 16 has arrived at a red signal. It's turned purple to say it can be called on. If I switch this set of points, it no longer has the route, so it no longer sees that it's able to be called on. So you have to have the route set correctly. You can do that by using the red route. The red route can be set to any point, so it doesn't have to go to a signal, and that forces the route correctly. Then you click this call a train into a station and click the signal, and it sets it to a cooling on aspect. So then the train can move again. Slowly, because I've put it on 2 times speed, so let's put it back up to 8. 2 Sierra 97 is now waiting for the single track, so we can have that. 2 Romeo 18 wants to come this way. There's a lot going on. That wants platform 3. 2 Victor 52. Yeah, you want platform 3. And then I imagine you're the next train with any sort of instruction coming this way. There we go. Suddenly a lot was going on at Salisbury. Now what you'll notice is because 5 Lima 16 was in the middle of the platform, but 1 Lima 16 was the one it was joining to, the train is now all in the space that 1 Lima 16 occupied, half out the back of the platform. A similar coupling will happen in about half hour, an hour, and I'll try and do it better that time to demonstrate how you can sort of prevent this occurring. That will be going to Basingstoke, I know that much. I do know a lot of the head codes, so Lima's South Western Railway to Basingstoke, they're sort of London to Exeter. but also some Basingstoke to Salisbury. Victors are typically up to Westbury, Foxtrots are the Great Western, Cardiff to Portsmouth services, and Romeo is the Salisbury to Romsey service via Southampton. You're going to Exeter, you're coming into platform 3. The freight wants to Eastleigh. Sure. 5 Lima 18 is not the split, so it can have the middle track. 1 Foxtrot 01 wants to depart in 5 minutes, and it will be going to Romsey. That's fine, I can have the full route. This freight train will be coming through Romsey. We can do that. It's mainly a game of trying to keep on top of everything. The Actions Due panel is a godsend and didn't exist for a long time. It's still a relatively recent addition. So we've got this train coming out of Quidhampton. So we'll route that, and we've got a train coming from Westbury. I'll click the signal in a second. They're quite small and my mouse is not the most responsive at the moment. I need to get a better mouse map. I've preemptively set the route for 2 Victor 52 because I can tell there's not going to be anything getting in its way there. 1 Foxtrot 01 will want a route across to Southampton, but there might be something coming in from Eastleigh. I don't know. Five Lima 18 wants signal 217. Oh, this will be another join. Yeah, it joins 1 Lima 18, which is coming in from here. 5 Golf 81 wants platform 3. And 5 Lima 18 will want platform 4. 4? Really? I was expecting 2. Okay, that means I'm going to have to change some points in order to allow the cooling on to work. You do want Southampton, yeah. Just wanted to double check. In some timetables in the past, there's been a Great Western service to Eastleigh, and in engineering services, the engineering works, Great Western tend to operate the service to Chelmsford if Southampton is closed. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a random one-off going the other way. But no, it's going via Southampton. 2 Golf 81 wants to go to Warminster. That is fine. It is allowed to do that if it wishes. 5 Lima 20 is the one that splits. We'll give that a route into the reception. I hope they're going to pass in the right sort of place. Looks like it should be fine. Means I'm going to have to set those points again though. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to take signal control, change direction, step forward 1 element, and I'm going to change those points. Then I'm going to restore timetable control, and I'm going to call on that train. So by taking signal control I can force it to turn around, I can force it to move an element, 1 tile, and then I can return it to its timetable control and it's all happy. This wants platform 3. And that means that they fit nicely in the platform and it won't be hanging out the end. Because of the way I've actually laid out Salisbury, it doesn't really matter if it hangs out the end by a tile, but I'd rather it didn't. 2 Sierra 97 comes through Romsey, that's fine. 1 Lima 18 will be heading out to Basingstoke. Oh, I was a bit preemptive there, the freight hadn't quite cleared the route. This freight actually turns out sits here for a while, so I'm going to cancel its route, which is a pain. So to cancel a route, you click the cancel or truncate route, and then you right click where you want to cancel it. which sometimes is the tile after the signal and sometimes is the tile on the signal. In that case it was the tile before the signal. You did not split how I anticipated. It didn't split because it splits half the original train is the new train and half the original train is the other new train, if that makes sense. And it pulls up, rather than to the middle of these, it pulls right up to the end, so half of it now overlaps at the end. I'll just take signaler control and move it forward an element in a second. This train wants to go to Salisbury platform R. I will just make it so that it goes straight there. Take signaler control, move forwards, stop. I clicked the wrong button, but that's fine. I meant to click step forward one element. 1 Foxtrot 03 can come through, 2 Golf 81 can go through. This freight wants platform 2. Make sure those points are switched. 2 Romeo 22 will want to go to Romsey. Once I get my mouse to move. 5 Lima 20 wants signal 240, but I've put a freight in the way. The freight wants to go to Eastleigh. 2 Romeo 18 needs the route through the single line. You've got to be on the ball with the 2 Romeos. They come in and they instantly stop at a red signal. 1 Foxtrot 06 can come through. 5 Lima 20 wants platform 2, where it joins 1 Lima 20, as I had anticipated. So 2 Romeo 18 will be the first train to terminate at Romsey. It comes down the single line into Romsey, turns around, goes back up the single line, and later we'll see it come back through from Southampton, through Romsey to Salisbury. It's a weird service pattern. I don't really know why it exists, but it does. So trains do Salisbury to Romsey to Southampton to Romsey, then back to Southampton, Romsey, Salisbury. Yes, you want a route into the station, that makes sense. 1 Lima 20, you want to come across. 2 Sierra 97 wants to get into platform 6. That's fine, you can have that. Just reset all those points to normal. Call on 1 Lima 20, 2 Oscar 20 wants to get through Warminster. 1 Foxtrot 03 wants to come across here. That freight wants to leave. Where is it going? Signal 240. Oh, okay. Not far then. 5 Lima 09 will want the reception. It's the only place it can get to. 1 Foxtrot 03 wants platform 3. 2 Sierra 11 is going back up here. And then 2 Romeo 22 will come across there. I didn't step them correctly, so I'm just going to step it forward one element now instead. Restore control. 1 Foxtrot 03 wants to go to Southampton. This freight will want to go back into platform 3 once 1 Foxtrot 03 has cleared it. It only left so that that train could move and get through. Oh, depart at 7:19, not immediately. 1 Foxtrot 06 wants platform 4. This is what I mean, Salisbury gets very busy, there's a lot going on. So I'm going to slow it down a bit more, back down to ×4. My problem is I'll find a speed that's too fast and the speed below it will feel painfully slow to me. I'll go up to the too fast speed repeatedly. So I'll probably end up going back to ×8 in a second. That's going to Waterloo. 5 Lima 09 wants platform R. 5 Lima 22 will have to wait for 5 Lima 09 to move. They both depart at the same time. That's unfortunate. If I had 5 Lima 09 down here, it would have space. It would be able to run in parallel. Oh well, 5 Lima 22 is going to be a little late. This freight train wants Basingstoke. Come on. Yeah, this is what I mean. Times 4 is just painfully slow. There we go. This one wants Eastleigh. You want to run up there, you want to come in here. This train now gets the single line. That junction is finally cleared. We're getting there. 2 Oscar 20 wants platform 3. Okay, it's an interesting choice, but where are you going? Signal 240, arrive 725. You will only arrive at 726, okay. 5 Lima 09, you get to go first. Where are you actually going? Just into platform 4 by the looks. Two Oscar 20 is going to have to wait, but I think it's running early, so that's fine. This train will leave at 23, I imagine, yeah. Any move around Salisbury I've given 2 minutes for. Which is a bit overkill. Typically only takes 1, but... There we go. Set the route behind it. 1 Foxtrot 03 wants to come through to Southampton. There's a freight coming in here that wants to come through. Yeah, Romsey to Salisbury got a lot more freight than I originally anticipated because it's got a lot of the services coming out of Southampton. That's going to Salisbury P2 via signal 217. Good, this train sits around for 11 minutes. Presumably because 5 Lima 22 is getting in its way. 5 Lima 09 wants platform 4. And it will be joined by 1 Lima 09, I imagine. Yes. So there's a freight coming through here. That can have a route. Formed by 1 Lima... Joined by 1 Lima 09, but 1 Lima 09 I think is coming from up here. Oh no, 1 Lima 11 comes from up there. Where's 1 Lima 09? Oh no, it just forms a new service. Okay, it doesn't join anything. My bad. Ignore me. I'm reading it wrong. Yeah, 5 Lima 22 comes into platform 2. And that's the one that joins with 1 Lima 22 from Honiton. 5 Lima 09 forms a new service that heads down to Exeter. I've caught up. I know what's going on now. He says optimistically. So 1 Lima 22 is the next thing to actually do something. Sometime today, game. You know. Would be nice. I am going to speed it up again, I think. Just so some stuff happens. Right, take cellular control, change direction, step forward an element, restore timetable control. 1 Lima 22 is coming in. 2 Oscar 20 wants to head out towards Romsey. 1 Lima 09 wants to head out towards Exeter. And probably the next thing to happen will be the cooling on. So we'll be prepared for that. And there we go. One Oscar 24 can have a route through Warminster. You're coming up and you want to just go round the curve to signal 201. That's nice. That's a move that only happens a couple of times in the timetable, weirdly. No passenger service uses that curve, it's just ECS moves and freight moves. 1 Lima 22 is the next thing to happen. I think the freight might get in front of it. There's going to be a fight. 802 exit, this has a 751 exit. Okay, well, 1 Lima 22 should definitely be in front. That freight is running early. Also, there's no signal on that curve, so I can't route it until after 1 Lima 22 is cleared. Also, I'm calling it a curve. In real life, that is the straight side of the triangle, and the other two are curved. My diagram is very, very wrong. 2 Romeo 26 wants to head down to Romsey. Right, yeah, the freight's going to have to just wait for 1 Lima 22 to clear what is an incredibly long signal block. There we go. Give it the route round. 2 Sierra 11 comes through. That's the one that started out of Romsey earlier. 2 Oscar 20 the other way. 2 Romeo 26 gets to go across the bottom of the triangle. This freight gets to come in. Salisbury platform 2. You're not stopping, you're going straight through. You can have a route as far as there. Yeah, 2 Romeo 22's shown up with no warning. Freight there. This freight, yeah, it's going to be the next move, okay. You can have a route, sure. 1 Lima 24 coming in here is going to be the first one to not join an ECS move, but it is going to join 1 Oscar 24. I think that one comes in second. Yeah, 812, this one gets in at 806. 2 Romeo 22 needs a route into Romsey platform now. One Lima 24 wants platform 2. 1 Oscar 24 coming in behind it. 1 Lima 11 wants platform 4. Two Sierra 11 will want platform 6. I'm just going to step that forward an element. Make the join a bit easier. You're going to Exeter. Up there for 2 Sierra 15, 1 Foxtrot 05 through Warminster. There's quite a bit of concentration involved with this, making sure you get everything done in time. 2 Area 26, and then this freight train comes down here. I don't know, does it want platform 2? Yeah, okay, it might have to wait a second then, depending how long this join takes. So this is an 8:21 departure. That freight is going to be in way before 8:21. Oh no, it's due through at 25. It's going to be held. It's definitely running early. 1 Foxtrot 08 can have a route, that's fine. 1 Lima 24 wants to head up there. And there it goes. The freight wants to go to Basingstoke as well. Follow along behind. And that wants to go to Southampton. So a weird aspect of shunt signals in this game is they're treated as normal signals. So if you put one on the main line between two normal signals, in real life I think you kind of ignore the shunt signal. It doesn't need to be showing a proceed aspect if you've got a proceed aspect from the main one. In reality, I've only put the shunt signal there so that I can route to it. I think only the one in the other direction exists. But yeah, it means you end up with proceed aspects on the shunt signals, even if it's a mainline service. This wants to come down through the single line. This wants platform 2. That's fine. The depot, Salisbury depot, is currently empty. I know some services go back in there after the peak is finished, and then come back out again in the evening. There's a lot of swapping services around, swapping units. I had to make an entire spreadsheet to work out what train would become what would join and split. But it should work. 1 Lima 26 wants platform 2 as well. Everything wants platform 2. Two Victor 58 coming in here will get in front of freight. Luckily for it, otherwise it would be quite a slow journey. Yeah, you want platform 2 to Basingstoke. You want platform 4. Come on, mouse. One Foxtrot 05, we moving? Yes, we are apparently. Cool. Just in time. I have a freight rating. Is it that one by chance? It's gonna have to wait for 2 Victor 58 to clear Romsey. I'm not sure it's actually gonna be late. 8:42 past. Yeah, it's gonna be like 5 minutes ahead of schedule anyway. I think it will be fine. 1 Lima 13 is this one coming down here. You want platform 3. Yeah, that's now long signal blocks that's delaying the freight. The game has frozen and paused itself. Cool, fun. I mean, at least it didn't crash. It has crashed in the past. I haven't saved it. I should probably just quickly click the save button so that I can restart from this point if it does crash. 2 Victor 58 will want platform 4 when it gets here. You depart 8:50, you arrive 8:53. I'm gonna have to delay 2 Romeo 30 because 2 Victor 58 is going to be ahead of schedule. That's fine. 1 Lima 13 is going to Exeter. So here we go, there's the first split. I reckon 5 Lima 13 is heading to the depot. Oh no, sorry, 5 Lima 13 is just split. It's going to shunt across to platform somewhere. Back into platform 3. It's just going to shunt to the signal for a second and join 1 Lima 28. I'm going to stop here because that's 45 minutes is long enough. So it's worked so far. I will continue after this episode in my own time to test the rest, and then hopefully it will be uploaded around the time this video goes out. This is the end of this series. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see the creation of another route, I guess. Although this one was chosen because I knew it would be a reasonably quick one to make, because the timetable ended up taking quite a while. So, yes, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.